them, you can bring them back, you can trade with something that you have, whatever you guys feel you want to do. And then you can always follow us on Instagram at MOPS_Canyon Hills. And is there anything else? No? Okay.
All right. Well, today is just a really, who's in vacation mode? I mean, I'm already in vacation mode. I know it's a 3-day weekend. So today is just an interactive, fun, relaxed, lots of conversations with a very simple craft. But today we're going to talk about the power of imagination. And I think one of my favorite parts of being a mom is just watching my kids and how inventive and imaginative and their like wild little stories and worlds that they create. It's so fun because I feel like sometimes as an adult I feel boring, and so it's fun to get plugged back in. So today that's going to be our topic of today, but we are going to start off first with a game before we start our, and Missy has brought the buzzer. Yeah. We're very excited about this buzzer. Yeah.
Okay, so today is about power of imagination and just, interacting with your kids and just bringing that laughter. If you guys have ever looked at minute to what? I'm making sure it's good. I'm making sure it's a straight line. Okay, so this is just about like getting involved with your kids.
Oh, man. Okay, that was pretty hilarious. I am 100% doing that with my kids.
Oh, and if you guys know you want to like take the little popsicle and go home and do it with it. Like, so whoever wants one. I didn't bring one for everybody, but take it.
Okay. All right.
Now we got our heart rate skill.
Ready when you are for next slide. Okay. So this could be a group question, but you can also just yell it out. Also here, if anybody wants to share. Did you have an imaginary friend or an imaginary world as a kid? Does anyone want to share? Now, does anybody's child or children, do they have imaginary friends or like a world that they talk about? Okay, I feel like Missy's gonna share us. Okay, yes, she's being put on the spot.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
No, it's cute because it's not just a friend. So my little one, Austin, 4 years, has a full imaginary world. He has a wife and 3 kids that live up in Lick Arrowhead, and he visits them every night, and he cooks dinner for them, and it is just the cutest thing ever. I mean, he will talk about them all the time.
That's a lot of pressure for a young age. 3 kids already. That's a lot of responsibility. What does he cook for them? Oh, okay. They have the same dinner. Okay. Does anybody else want to share anything else? Our oldest Emmett, he has a little friend named Busha Basha. It's very scary. Busha Basha just like pops up every now and again, and we have no idea where that name came from. So it kind of scares my husband and I, but at the same time, it's like kind of sweet. So let's talk about what is the power of children's imagination. So why is it important? So imagination helps both kids' social, emotional, creative, physical, and cognitive development. This teaches crucial skills that children will take into adulthood. More importantly, pretend is just an enjoyable activity, and kids are going to have so much fun playing that they don't even notice they're learning valuable life skills. I mean, my son and daughter did the they didn't have 3 kids, but they had my daughter's little baby, and they would take turns like playing with the baby, and they're like really stressed out. It was like the baby's crying, the baby's this. I'm like, oh, this is like good life skills for these poor kids. Okay, next slide. You didn't go over that. Sorry. Oh, here we go. Okay, so what are some of the benefits of encouraging our children's imagination? So one is they develop social skills. As children play pretend, they explore relationships between family members, friends, and coworkers and learn more about how people interact. It builds self-confidence, and it practices language skills, and it works out fears, which is all great, awesome stuff. Okay. And so with that, we're now going to take a break, and we're going to play another game. Awesome job, ladies. I'm a little winded after that. I'm going to have to start working out more. Okay, so our next question for the group, and if you'd like to share out loud, is what was your favorite activity or thing to play as a child? I stumped Alex. I'm just gonna run. Okay, I see a lot of animated faces with this question. Does anybody want to share what was their favorite activity or thing to play as a child? Okay, I want to hear.
Mine's kind of funny, and it kind of overlaps to the first question. I didn't necessarily have like imaginary friends or an imaginary world, but I literally owned probably everything you could get in the 90s that had to do with Barbie. And I had the entire setup, and I wouldn't just play with like one thing at a time. I would go outside underneath the fort in the backyard, and I'd put a big giant blanket out, and you'd have everything. You'd have the house and the doctor's office and the vet and like everything. And then I had families, like full-on families, husbands, wives, kids, different ages, and I would just play for hours and hours. My mom's like, you would be out there for hours and just hang out.
I feel a little bit sad I never had the Barbie vet growing up because like I didn't know that existed. Okay, well I'm gonna have to talk to my parents. I did not get a Barbie vet, and I would have loved that. Does anybody else want to share? That's pretty amazing. I was straight up Care Bears. I loved Care Bears. Anyone from the early 90s? Oh, okay, Francis. You're put on the spot.
Okay, when I was little, the girls in the neighborhood, we were like, I'd say we were 4 or 5. I was the oldest, and we would play beauty shop all the time. And we had a really good time doing it all summer until some kind of way I missed the scissor cut and cut my sister's braid. So she had like a long braid here, one here, and a short one here. And scissors, real scissors. We were pretending, but somehow or another, it just went like that. And then, of course, when my mother came home, I don't know what happened kind of thing. But she figured out really quickly. I remember her going out in the trash can looking for it. It didn't go well for me that day.
The real scissors is like a little terrifying. Anybody else? Okay. So why Okay, so why is play important? It's really similar to just imagination. So play improves cognitive, physical, social, and emotional well-beings of children and young people. Through play, children learn about the world and themselves. Maybe also how to use scissors. And they also learn skills they need for study, work, and relationships, such as confidence. So what are the 10 benefits of play? Based on that research, here are the 10 reasons why you should make play a part of your everyday life. Play strengthens you, play makes you smarter, it helps you solve problems, boosts creativity, reduces stress, helps you make friends, it enhances attractiveness, builds resilience, promotes discovery, and it's just fun.
Can I share something?
Of course, yeah. This is super interactive, so anyone can share whatever.
So, okay, I'll talk louder. So we were talking in my class about why high school students or kids in general stop playing sports, right? And there's all these different reasons. It's like bad coaches, at work focusing on academics, other interests, all that. But the number one reason that kids of any age stop playing sports is because they stop playing and it's no longer fun. And I thought that was such an important aspect of, we're not just talking about sports, but in general, like the idea of it goes back to when we say play sports, it's not just like competitive, it's actually like having fun and playing. And when we miss that aspect, that's when people stop wanting to participate in it. So I thought that was an interesting thing to add.
That is, I'm going to go a little off script. Sorry, Jenny. I'm bringing Jenny into this. So for those of you that don't know, Jenny and I used to play basketball together in high school. Okay, so we go back like a long ways. And we recently started an adult league, okay? Our name is Alley Oops, and we have not won a game. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. And we went in thinking like we were gonna be okay. No, we just get destroyed every single game. But it is the most fun I've had, and I can't even do a layup anymore. But we've had so much fun, and it's bringing back that like, whoop, I almost fell. It's bringing back that like the love of the game, I think, and just the play, because it gets really competitive. Sports gets competitive. Anything you do that you want to do well kind of ends up losing its fun. And so, I don't know, it really inspired me to go back and like play with my kids, and it's bringing that love back of like just playing these simple games, like teaching them sports and letting them have fun. And maybe one day our daughters will be playing basketball at almost 40 years old. Okay, next slide. Okay, so what are some of your family's favorite games to play or activities? You guys can discuss, and then if anybody wants to share, go ahead and shout out. What'd you say? Past drama. Puzzles. Would anybody like to share what are some of your family's favorite games to play or activities? This table hasn't shared yet, so does somebody want to share? Okay, I just, the look of fear is like, whoever. Do you want to share? Okay. Sure. No, oh my, no. Oh, that's not.
Our family likes to play Disney Resort. And so my daughter gets her luggage and she comes and she checks in to the Disneyland Resort. And so we go around the house and we pretend we're on all the rides. And so I have to be her tour guide. And so I have to go and pretend I'm doing the safari ride, then the Little Mermaid ride, then the Dumbo ride, whatever. And I just sing all the songs from the rides. And then actually, I even get my kids to eat because they have now entered the Disneyland Resort restaurant. And so I'll give them their drink, whatever they're drinking, and I'll tell them, this is your cup of tea. And, make sure you pinky up. And, and it actually will get them to eat, because we'll say like, oh, welcome to your fine dining experience of your gourmet chicken. It's dinosaur chicken, But they think that they're like, it's like really fun, to the point where actually last week my daughter's teacher goes, Kennedy said she's going to Disneyland after school today. And I was like, okay. I'm like, it's because we pretend we're at Disneyland. So that's like a big imaginative game that we play.
That's really cool. Does anybody else want to share?
It's not really like, it's more like table conversation if you have a lot of different generations.
Okay.
So, we'll play this game. Like, we say we have like my great aunt, and then my mom. So we have like 3 or 4 different generations at that table, and we'll ask a question like, what was your favorite thing you did as a kid? And then we would compare it to the kids could, if the kids are at the table, then they could, or okay, let's be honest, my 10-year-old wasn't there. But like my 4-year-old, like she'll be like, what did you do when you were 4? And they'll have a conversation so they can kind of relate on that level. And then if the kids aren't there and we're there with different generations, we'll ask, what's your favorite decade and why? And so then they talk about what they did in that decade and why was their favorite decade. And it just kind of opens up like bringing the connection, and I think it's really fun.
That's really cool. Anyone else?
Before Easter, when we're like together with the it honestly just opens up conversation, and it like makes everybody on the same page.
That's really fun. Anyone else want to share? So these are just some family games and activity ideas that you can do as a family. This is some of the stuff that we've done as a family, or I've gotten suggestions. You can go for a walk and collect leaves for artwork. You can create a dress-up box. I have 5 nieces, and so this dress-up box is like huge. And it can be literally dress-up clothes, or like some of your old clothes, chalk art, family movie night, bowling, indoor bowling at home. We do indoor bowling at home a lot, and our kids love it, and it gets really wild. You can build a garden labyrinth. That's a lot of fun to do. You can do magic tricks, family picnic. You can do any types of arts and crafts, family board game nights, treasure hunts, cook together, check out the stars, or go camping inside. We started doing camping inside. We had to miss our big family camping trip because we got COVID. And so my husband and I like ran out and like created this whole like camping thing in our living room and kept it up for a week, and the kids just went crazy. It was so much fun. So these are just some ideas just to play as a family and just interact, and it's so much fun to just see our kids' imaginative worlds. So oh, perfect. Okay. Missy's going to put that list on Instagram. And so now we have a very, very simple craft that you can do at your own leisure. This is very, very simple. This is, we're going to make homemade Play-Doh. So the ingredients are right here, and all you're going to do is come and dump it into a bag. And then when you go home, you just cook it and you can make it with your family. So it's super easy. This craft takes like maybe a minute. We do have gluten-free over here, so please try not. So if you are gluten-free, probably come do it first. But that's it. It's just simple. You just dump stuff in and take it home, and our hope is that you can go home, make some Play-Doh with your kids, and have some fun. And so that's it. So that's all I have.
Shannon, I'm not gonna lie, when you wrote indoor bowling up there, I was imagining an indoor bowling thing in your house. And
They have a little plastic bowling set at Target. It's just like super little, and we have a long haul, and the kids just, I mean, I don't even know. They just go crazy. Anything that they think they can break something, they're just really excited about. So we do that quite a bit. Yeah. So that's it. So ladies, enjoy the rest of MOPS and come at your leisure to make the Play-Doh.